everyone, and welcome to FranTastic InSights. My name is Joan Winchester, and I'm the Vice President of Strategic Partnerships with FranServe. And for those of you that aren't familiar with FranServe, we're the world's largest franchise consulting organizations. And what we do is we help brands grow by providing them with warm introductions to prospective franchisees. How we do that, quite honestly, is through a great network of franchisors, like the one we have with us today, and franchise consultants. So I got to tell you, I'm super excited. I have one of my favorite brands with me today, and I really am excited because he's got a great story on the past few years, maybe last 10 years, on his whole evolution into where he is today. But I'm delighted to have with us Dan Claps, and he is the CEO of Voda Restoration. Dan, hey, how are you?
Hey, Joan, thanks for having me. I'm doing well and excited to chat with you today.
So I know you're quickly becoming one of the leaders, okay, in the home services industry. We'd love if you could just tell our audience a little bit about your background and then maybe how you arrived at Voda.
Sure. Yeah, leadership is a great word. Someone once asked me, "How do you lead organizations?" And my answer is that you lead them by having experience. And then they ask, "Well, how do you get experience?" And unfortunately, it's through bad decisions. So I'm only a leader because I've tried many things and that have not worked to get to where I am today with what is working. Yeah, love franchising. Been in it since 2014, so a good amount of my career. I actually started as a franchise consultant and broker in 2014, and then went into the lead generation space from 2016 to 2022, and then found that company was acquired by private equity in 2022, giving me the capital to really go out there and do what I wanted to do next, which was to be a franchisor in the home services space.
So I'd love if you could tell our audience a little bit about Voda. What do you do?
Oh, yeah. Very simple. We come to your home or your business if you have water damage, a pipe breaks, toilet overflows, any type of water event in your home or business. We come, we dry it out, we make your home good as new. And then we also do floor cleaning. So carpet cleaning, tile and grout, upholstery. A good example I like to use is if you think of Stanley Steamer, the jingle, carpet
Yeah,
cleaner, and
yeah.
Serve Pro. If you mix the two, that's our business, which is two different businesses in one model.
So tell us about the ideal candidate, the ideal franchisee for a Voda.
Yeah. At Voda, it's pretty straightforward. We're very specific in who we're looking for as a franchise owner. And what we like to call them is the mayor of the town. And so if someone is a mayor of the town, what does that mean? It's someone that likes to network. They like to be in their community. They like to build relationships. The mayor's not just out there shaking hands and kissing babies. They're also connecting people, solving problems. Think of what a mayor would do. This is the type of personality we want in Voda. Someone that is not afraid to go out there and really build their business from the ground up.
Great, awesome. So how about the training? Can you tell us a little bit about the training and the support once someone becomes a Voda franchisee?
Yeah. So at Voda, we're pretty training focused. I always say it as a franchisor, you're in the marketing business and the training business. And so at our company right now, we have 108 franchise owners, over 300 territories, and 23 people at corporate supporting all of those franchise owners. How we do training is from the time someone signs their franchise agreement, we have them up and operational in about 90 days, a little bit longer if they do an SBA. But from the time they sign an agreement, we begin the training right away. And that starts virtually. We do a series of courses online until they come to our Voda University, which is in our headquarters. And that's a week long from, 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. every day, training. And then after they leave, I always like to say when you graduate Voda University, that's not the end of training, that's the beginning. And so our training goes ongoing, both virtually, in person, and also in the field.
Great. So the timeline to open.
Yeah. So when someone executes a franchise agreement with us, it's about 90 days from the time they executed the agreement to when they finish training. Unless it's an SBA loan, small business administration loan, then it's more like 120 days. That has been the number. That's what we've seen just because of the time it takes to get fully funded. But anywhere from that 90 to 120 day window.
Yeah, and it's amazing. The growth of Voda is absolutely amazing since you took over in 2022. I mean, there's still territory open. I mean, what markets are you looking to grow?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, so we have about 300 more territories that are really, really, really good. So we're only halfway where we want to be. We're wide open in California, very aggressively growing in California. We have opportunities in Oklahoma and Tulsa, Oklahoma. Believe it or not, part of Nashville is still available, which is kind of mind blowing. And many, many other areas. If you're a consultant listening, you reach out, I can get you a map of the hot markets. And if you're working with a consultant, I'm sure they can direct you in the right direction too. A lot of hot territories available.
Great. So I know you're like FranServe. We love franchising, right? It's in our DNA. I mean, what can be more rewarding, right, than helping change people's lives through franchise ownership? Many people think about it, but franchise makes it into possibility. So tell us about what a day in the life of a Voda franchisee looks like.
Yeah. I think that's a great question. When I think about someone exploring a franchise, I think there's five things they should think about. How are they going to get customers and how's the franchisor going to help them? How are they going to get employees and how's the franchisor going to help them? What's the unique selling proposition in the market? What are the numbers? And then finally, what's the day in the life? And does that day in the life of an owner match what, you like to do and you're good at? For us, we help with all those other things I just mentioned quite a lot because we need the owner to focus on being the mayor of the town. And so the day in the life to us is you wake up early, you do a little bit of administrative, you get to your office with your team, maybe 8 a.m., you're getting them on the road, you're getting them excited. Then usually you're going out there and you're networking. A good amount of our business is building relationships in the community. We do have owners that have other businesses or other jobs, but typically that's a very flexible job or a business they have that's already really developed. Because while we don't need someone cleaning carpets and extracting water, we do need someone involved in the business from a managing and growing it perspective. And so, really, the majority of our owners' day is out there networking and building those relationships until you get to the point that you can hire a salesperson down the road.
Sounds like a ton of fun to me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I own a business. It's President's Day when we're recording this. I forgot. I got a whole full day, but most of my day is things like this, talking to people that can drive either franchise owners, teammates, relationships to our business. I don't think that ever changes. And so our definition of what someone should be doing in the business is that it's driving relationships, being the mayor of the town.
I love that. And I got to tell you, Dan, I love a lot of what you've done with Voda. It really is quite remarkable for those listening today. It was exciting to see the growth of Voda and kind of being on the ground floor before he actually announced the launch of it, and just seeing how he built the team before he really even launched the brand. So it's very exciting, and certainly, I'm sure, contributes immensely to your growth. So awesome, awesome way to start. And thanks so much for sharing your story with us today. Really appreciate that. Just want to ask any last thoughts about Voda or franchising in general that you'd like to share with our audience before we wrap up.
No, I think if you're someone listening to this and you're debating or, thinking about business ownership, my advice to everyone is always just to take that first step. Doesn't mean you have to take all the steps. And so, find out what's out there. If you're working with a consultant, they can help you, kind of see what's out there. My last piece of advice is I've met lots of successful people, much more successful than me. And what I've learned is no one has figured it out. They're just making it up as they go. And I think that's at the highest level and my level. And so if you're thinking about getting into business ownership, you feel like I don't know what to do or where to start. Neither did anyone else. Just take that first step.
Love that advice. Makes it a level playing field for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, Dan, thanks so much for being with us today. Super excited about working with you and the team at Voda. And once again, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.